Alright, live on YouTube, starting us up on Rumble. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to the Omni Coalition Show, aka TOC Show. This is just a random, chew the fat, shoot the shoot, wag the chin, as, it used to be said around here, kick the peanut, kind of show.
Yeah.
We just talk about, things and all that stuff. Today is, of course, Sun's Day, aka Sunday, August 25th, 2024. I am Xander,
Excuse me, Golden Loon.
and we have good old Hollywood haters in here with us. And of course, you viewer are you. Thank you so much for watching us, whether at some points, in the space-time continuum, or right now, live. It doesn't matter. A view is a view, and I appreciate you. Anyway, before we get into it, Loon, has there, since last show, and I don't mean earlier today, I mean like last talk show, so last week, has there been anything interesting that happened, anything personal that you want to talk about, anything, not too personal, obviously, but, don't want to know about, your $5 truck pull, I don't know.
So you don't want to know that I got laid last night or anything like that,
Absolutely
right?
not,
Okay.
unless you went to Hawaii. But no, or anything events happening, news stories, anything, floor is yours.
Well, first off, I love the name Hollywood Haters. It conjures up certain things for me, which I
Thank
can
you.
smile with. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so kudos for that. Really, not a whole lot. All kinds of work. Kind of mad that technology kind of kicked my ass for going boogie boarding today.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
all of a sudden I realized I don't have a key. It's a keyless fob. So I generally have a magnetic container that I put my keys in, then put them under a hidden spot in the car, and away we go boogie boarding for a few hours. So then I realized with the fob, I put it under the car, hidden somewhere. All someone has to do is come up, touch the door, pop it open. Beep, beep, it's good to go. Car will fire up, and you're gone.
And it'll drive because it's in proximity.
That's right. So that pissed me off. So now I'm trying to figure out, okay, not taking the damn fob down to the beach because all I got to do is fall in the sand somewhere and it's gone.
Yeah.
So I go, okay, until I figured out we got to cancel. So I'm mad with that. Other
Yeah,
than that,
I'm really unhappy. We haven't gone to this is the first time
this summer.
this summer.
Yeah.
We've broken our streak.
Well, I haven't given up yet.
Well,
I'm hoping we get there at some point.
we'll see. Maybe I'll have to look into mass transit.
Anyways,
take
that's
buses
the, that's
down
the
there.
that's the low light of
Yeah.
my week.
Well, but do you have anything good?
Work. That's always
Yeah.
good.
You're bringing home the bacon. That's
Hey,
nice.
we broke the heat wave. It's been really pleasant here for a couple of days.
Yeah.
In the mid 80s, somewhere low 80s, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, what about you, Hollywood? Is anything of the past week, specifically of interest that happened? Not only to you personally, if you want to talk about anything about that, but anything, on the macro level, any events, news stories, or anything before we get into the stuff I have set up for us?
No, nothing really. Just kind of looking forward to the what is it, like a lunar eclipse tonight, supposedly,
Oh, that's cool.
I believe. Yeah,
Nice.
How about you?
kind of do some.
As for me, this week has, more or less just kind of been the same old, except as I've been alluding to, especially in the history show we did earlier today, we will be starting up a new show, and I know I've said that before, but this is like legit because this is very easy. Like a meme review, video review style show, kind of akin to like the likes of Zeducation, Dave, and as so many people have these reaction review things that I'm just like, what? There's a lot I'd like to share, with my friends. A lot I do share online. There's very, very seldom things I share with you, really, because you're not like part of
Right,
the
I
online
am a dinosaur.
thing.
You're all right. Yeah.
But like this show would give me an opportunity, to share with you a lot of really funny videos that I, outside of just copy pasting the URL or something and sending it through via text. There's no way you'll ever get to experience all of it.
Sure.
I've seen a lot of crazy stuff out there.
I bet you have.
There's this. Let's see if I can find it really quick. Actually, just as an example, I think I have it in Science and Technology, maybe. if I can find the science and technology. There we go. But it's basically somebody with a surfboard, or skimboard or something. Or did I post it in vids? Like, yeah, as I said, like I found a lot of stuff, and it's all over the place. But maybe I posted it in the actual channel meme reaction because I'm saving things. Well, I can't seem to find it, but like it's oh, here it is. This is the one I wanted to show you.
That looks like, yeah.
Skimboard.
That's a skimboarder, yeah.
Yeah. So, but watch this. This is what I'm talking about. Dude, isn't that awesome?
Oh, that's insane. Yeah, there's certain spots that are really good for skimboarding.
Yeah, but I've never seen somebody just
Never
go
seen
in.
that?
I've never seen him like just
Boogie
ride in
board.
like he's sitting on an office chair.
I mean, you're seeing a really good guy, maybe even a professional.
Oh, definitely.
So,
You know.
but yeah, skimboards have been around for a long time. They used to be back in the day when I surfed and I wasn't really interested. They had round boards and they just kind of skimmed across, the natural beach there, and then it's progressed onto the surf shape, and then you actually go out and hit waves. Those are really good because generally they're in more of a shore break. But
Well,
that's just top notch right there.
Obviously,
I've seen that a lot.
this didn't blow your mind, but when I first saw this, I was like, no way.
Yeah,
Like, that is awesome.
yeah.
So, outside of sending it through via text, there's no way I could, ever really share that with you. 'Cause,
Yeah.
we don't have any shows. You
Yeah.
don't come up here and hang out. You don't have a computer.
Well, I have a computer at work. But
Well,
I don't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's all
you
work.
don't hang out on it.
No.
So, but yeah. But anyway, like speaking of sharing things and being together with people and making content and all that stuff, like there's a video someone sent to me and I'm gonna play it here in a minute, but I like everybody else, I fell prey to my own ambitions. Like, over the past several years of doing these videos and all that, jazz and whatnot, like I'm thinking, okay, like initially, and this is still the core, I'm doing these videos to give me something to do. Because as a straight, white, conservative, affiliated male in California, my options are incredibly limited. So I have to make my own life. So, hey, like we're doing all this, but then I start getting sucked into, okay, like maybe we can start making money off of this. I gotta start, doing views. I gotta start learning how to play the algorithm. Like I've come across dozens, if not hundreds, of other content creators over the past couple of years. Some of them big people. And I interacted in for a short time. I would say I was friends with some of these, like Mr. Obvious.
There's a number of them out there. Somewhat famous in that world, which I know little about.
Secure Team 10, Tyler Glockner knows who I am. Drop my name by him. He probably won't be happy because there's a whole incident that happened. Yeah, but those are two names. Out of many. There's this other guy who basically lived in my neighborhood. Way back in the day.
Oh yeah.
Forgot what his name was.
He was making some good money.
But I'm getting caught up in the pursuit, and I'm not enjoying what I have.
That's a mistake.
And that's a mistake. That's a fallacy everybody falls to. And to quote a really known song, you don't know what you got. They paved paradise, put up a parking lot.
Yeah.
You don't know what you got until it's gone.
Right.
So,
facts.
Yeah. So, but I sit here and you think about YouTubers, you think about Twitch streamers, you think about, all these people. Everybody wants the 10,000 views. Everybody wants 100,000. Everybody wants 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Everyone, but nobody stops and sees at what they have. I'm sitting here and let's just take a peek right now at this. Okay, well I'm the only one watching us right now. Anybody watching us currently on YouTube? Okay, we have no viewers, but there has been times, especially during the history show, where we have concurrent 4, 5, 6 some odd viewers watching us live, and
maybe
then later,
10 sometimes.
Later on we have a dozen or two, and sometimes we've gotten into the hundreds, and then things like our communist button have gotten into 2,600. That went mini viral. But stop and take that into consideration. People are taking time out of their lives to come and watch your ass. It doesn't matter if it's 2, 3, 4, 100, whatever. You know, like obviously the more the number, the better. But you know, 5 people to come and just hang out with you. That's basically like the family getting together and watching the 5-year-old do their little play.
Yeah.
You know, except you're doing your little play, you know, on YouTube. It's the same thing. And like, you know, hey, what's up, Dirty Rotten Irish? What's up, guys? What a name. Many things, Irish. How are you doing? But yeah, like, don't get so caught up in your ambitions. You know, don't get so like in pursuit of making a living that you forget to make a life. You know.
Don't forget about the moment.
Yes. Now, here's something. Here's a really good video that a former friend of mine. You remember Bangarang, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent this to me.
Ah.
So let me pause the music here and let's just play this.
Listen up, Spartan. I know you've been through hell and back, fighting alongside me on countless battlefields. You've seen the unimaginable, faced insurmountable odds, and emerged victorious time and time again. But I want you to know something important. It's okay to be ordinary. In a world filled with extraordinary feats and legendary heroes, it's easy to feel like you need to be exceptional in every way. The pressure to constantly exceed expectations can weigh heavily on your shoulders. But let me tell you, being ordinary doesn't make you any less valuable or any less important. You see, the battles we fight aren't just won by the superhuman abilities or the cutting-edge technology we possess. They are won by the collective efforts of everyday individuals like you. The strength of our team lies not just in our extraordinary talents, but in our ability to work together, support each other, and rely on one another. Being ordinary means you have weaknesses, and that's perfectly fine. It means you have room to grow, to learn, and to adapt. It means you can make mistakes and still rise to the occasion. Remember, it was in our ordinary moments that we discovered our true resilience and determination. It's in the face of adversity that your true character shines through. It's when you're surrounded by chaos and uncertainty that your actions matter the most. It's the choices you make, the bonds you forge, and the unwavering spirit within you that define your worth, not some extraordinary title or ability. So don't let the weight of expectation burden you. Embrace your ordinariness, for it is what makes you relatable, empathetic, and human. Your imperfections are what connect you to others, allowing you to inspire and be inspired. Remember, it's the courage to stand tall in the face of impossible odds that truly sets you apart. Whether you're a Spartan or not, know that your ordinary existence has extraordinary potential. You have the power to impact lives, change the course of history, and make a difference in ways you may never fully comprehend. So, embrace who you are, ordinary as it may be, and let your actions speak louder than any superhuman abilities ever could. Stay true to yourself, soldier. Master Chief, signing off.
Yeah.
Let me put it in a really crass but simple way. If you're extraordinary and you think your shit doesn't stink, then you're subordinary.
Yeah.
Real simple. But yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. You know, be true
Yeah.
to yourself, absolutely.
But yeah, like, you know, like that sums up, like, you know, it's good to have ambition, but
Sure.
but don't get caught up in it. And you know, I get caught up in it
Oh.
while being aware of it, you know, but a lot of people aren't.
Yeah.
And like,
What we said earlier, enjoy the moment.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, so like, you know, Dirty Rotten Irish, if you're still watching, which he's not, but you know,
Quick hit, that's
hey,
okay.
he came in and he interacted.
Yeah.
You know, hey, that is awesome. You know, like, you know, yeah, this doesn't make me like a Markiplier or a Jacksepticeye or anything, but at the same time, you know, that still is, you know, just as awesome. Somebody came by to watch us talking about God knows what, you know. I mean, like, this is our thumbnail of today's episode.
Oh, okay.
You know, so you just stop by, and that's cool, you know. So just be appreciative of what you have. Yes, strive for more and for better always, but don't blind yourself to that. You know, cherish what you got now and build upon that all the while constantly, remaining aware of what you have to begin with, So, but yeah, so let's see here. We have some more stuff here. Nicotine raises testosterone. So there's this, and this
Never
is
heard that.
this is a good old you can't fuck with the Tuck guy, Tucker Carlson.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's his famous.
Yeah. It is.
But yeah, this is like
intense look.
a 2 some odd hour long video, but I just want to play this one segment here, and it's really interesting because they insinuate that the entire war on tobacco and all that stuff, against nicotine and all that stuff. Well, it's a little, I'm not saying anything, but the pieces are there now that they've been presented to me. That around this, shortly after we started, going to war against tobacco and everything, men started becoming more and more effeminate. And could this possibly be one of the many ways, that they attacked us that led to the world that we live in today? So let's play this.
Absolutely. We got to get some of these guys out of here.
They're afraid of testosterone, and they want to identify who's got it in abundance, and they want to isolate and punish those people. That's why they're against nicotine. That's why Walls raised the taxes on nicotine pouches. Of course, they're not carcinogen. There's no evidence, by the way, that nicotine is a carcinogen. It's not, that we know of. It's all a lie. And what they hate about nicotine is it raises testosterone levels. They even suppress that fact. That's a fact. On Google. Google nicotine and testosterone and see how many results it takes you to get to the core truth, which is, yes, nicotine use raises testosterone levels. Man, it is way, way down. And that's not an accident. They're afraid of testosterone.
Yeah. No, listen, 100%. That's completely right. And even on top of, say,
Smoking. They're talking about nicotine, but that's where the major source for nicotine comes
Yeah.
from. But they're not talking about the damage to the lung, the tar, and everything.
Well, no,
else
they're
you
talking
get.
about nicotine pouches.
Oh,
You're not even
okay.
smoking.
Okay. I don't know
like
what a nicotine pouch
well,
is.
it's like dip.
Oh,
like-
okay.
like-
You chew it or something?
Yeah, you just put it in. Hold on, let's see, nicotine pouch images.
See, I've never even heard of that before.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just nicotine. It's this little pouch. You just put it up under your gum. It's like dip, and it's nicotine is non-carcinogenic, but it's a war because nicotine, as he says, and this is what I'm just repeating what Tucker Carlson has said, and Tucker Carlson is a lot more reputable than I am,
Yeah, he pretty well researches anything that he comes on and hammers.
Yeah.
Or talks about. Yeah.
But I mean, we were talking about all this, earlier during our coffee time. There's a war on men. There's a war on this. There's a war on that. There's so many different culture, class, and creed wars going on, and this is just one of the small battles going on. Hey, Toxic, how you doing, man?
Well, it's the whole thing. I say we're in the I'm okay, you're not cycle. And that's the hate cycle.
Yeah.
Because I'm okay and you're not.
Yeah.
So what's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Me.
Mm-hmm. But that's wild. Because we also know that our filtration systems for our water and everything, is not that effective at getting rid of estrogen. So estrogen is just a natural. It's ever growing.
Yeah.
So in your water, whenever you bathe, whenever you wash your hands, if you use a tap in any way, in your home, there's some estrogen in that water, and every passing year those levels are increasing. Not because they're pouring it into there, but just because it can't get filtered out. And we're looking around and we're seeing all of these emasculate men drinking soy milk with their stupid little man buns. You look like a bag of trash. You look like seriously. Hold on a second.
That's just hilarious.
Man bun, woman bun. Buns just don't look good to me.
I don't mind buns, but I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Inspiration can't come right this. Look at this. With your little man bun, you look like a tied off garbage bag.
Well, that almost looks like more like a little ponytail or something.
Well,
I'm talking about a big round thing up on top of your head.
Oh well, no.
I mean, I don't care for that.
I mean,
don't get me wrong.
but I mean, you know, like,
A wastebasket bag.
yeah. I mean, look at all these. Look at this. What the hell is? Some of these do look cool, admittedly, but like some of these, what the hell is this? This guy looks like some kind of businessman alfalfa. You know, like.
Yeah, it's just halfway there, man. You know.
Yeah.
They look like they're out of a Buddhist temple.
Yeah. I mean, I know
That's hilarious.
I know there's like, you know, top buns in a lot of cultures and everything, and that's fine. You know, culturally that's fine, but like, you know, just as a fashion thing, you know, it's so dweeby.
But isn't a bun wrapped around and literally it looks like a bun up there?
There's a lot of variations.
Obviously.
So, but yeah, so yeah, nicotine raises testosterone and all that stuff. So it's not a carcinogen, and the war on nicotine is a different reason.
I always thought it was a carcinogen, so I'm glad to hear that.
Well,
and again, Tucker Carlson, I falsely believe. I guess I shouldn't believe anybody. But if I'm going to believe someone, he's the type of guy I believe. You tell me that, and I pretty well believe it.
Now, here's something else, and a lot of these topics, and like from now on, like this is how I gather topics for this show. King and I, you know, we chill out a lot. We hang out on Discord here.
Yeah.
We watch videos and such, and we've been watching a lot of these compilation videos. You know, people watching a bunch of videos and everything, and I get some ideas from them. One of the videos we watched was there is one section. It was talking about you know, the automatic card readers. Like the chip readers, like, you know how you used to be able to swipe, and then now you can, you know, insert your chip, but there's also the tap. You know, you can also tap.
You can do that with your phone.
Now people are starting to notice some of these readers. They can read your card from your wallet, and they can choose which card to charge.
Ooh.
So before you even tap, if you approach something, you know, and I'm not sure if the restaurant is in charge of it, if the corporation is in charge of it, if, you know, the whatever company is in charge of the transaction. I don't know who is in control of this.
The only one that should be in control is the person that's buying it.
Well, I'm talking about the actual technology.
Yeah.
So, but like, you know,
okay.
but like, let's say, okay, you go up, and this is an example that actually happened. Like, this is an example that happened from this video. This one lady was like at Starbucks or whatever, and she was going to pay, and the cashier said, "Oh, you already paid." She's like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Oh, you already paid on your Capital One Visa or whatever."
Wow.
And she's like, "I wanted to pay with my debit."
Yeah.
So it had scanned her wallet as she was approaching, and it decided which card to charge, her credit card. So
there's more money in the credit card.
Yeah, there you go.
You'd think that would be an invasion of privacy.
No kidding. No, I've never heard of that. And that's going to have people up.
Wait till skimmers come up with some shit like that, where they can just skim your shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're already doing that.
I've heard of that.
No. That's already happening. People, like, they can come up, and if they have like some kind of device reader to your phone, they can just come up, bump you, and then they charge you.
Yeah, your wallet or your purse or whatever. Yeah.
But they can charge you.
Oh shit.
Or they get your credit card information or whatever.
Well, no. You know, not just. I'm not talking about scanning the information. I'm talking about they can have a transaction, and then they can bump you, and it'll scan your card. Because that actually happened before. I've literally done it. I have done this. Okay, I went to the Quickie Mart once.
Yeah.
You know, and like, you know, you're supposed to, like, you know, open your wallets and, you know, take out your card and scan your little chip here. You know, I took out my wallet and I did this. Like, you know, I just tapped my wallet, and it scanned.
Whoa.
Within my wallet, my card scanned.
Well, what if you had 2 or 3 cards in there? Which one's it going to scan?
Well, now, which one it wants?
No, that's unacceptable. I'm sorry.
Well, it's happening.
Don't you got to put your
But
pin in
that's what
now?
I'm saying.
The only one in front of me is the guy behind that counter. I'm going to be in his grill.
Well, then you, as a conservative white man in California, are going to spend the rest of your life in jail for assault. So, but no, that's what I'm saying. Somebody can have, like, you know, because you remember, like, the little, like, you know, attachments you can get on your phone, like the square or whatever. You can scan your cards.
Yeah, little sliders.
No, you can get transaction software on your phone like as a business person, you know how they have scanners and everything. I can download something on my phone, okay, and I can and people do this normally, but I can literally come up and have a transaction. I can have $1,000 transaction, set up and ready to go, and then just bump into you, and now I have your $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah, you can just put them in the kitchen. On the counter.
Like that is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
On the counter by the magic. Fine.
Well, welcome to technology, because they're going to find out some way how to.
But can you imagine
steal from
a pickpocketer doesn't even need to pickpocket you anymore?
Well,
yeah, all they got to do is be savvy.
Look at what they're doing with Social Security numbers. Getting people's credit information.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much leaked.
That's huge crime. I mean, jeez.
Yeah. Hopefully they take it and boost my score up.
We have a comment here from Toxic Masculinity. He says, there was a local guy I know that was stealing money from people via Facebook after asking to use their phone.
Oh, God. Trying to be a nice guy.
Oh, so they use their phone and then they get on their Facebook and they send themselves money through their Facebook account on their own phone on Marketplace.
Man.
Wow. Wow. Also, there are wallets there are wallets that block the RFID chip, so we got
I've seen commercials for those.
We got to start investing in those. We got to get those. I'm serious.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Like, because as I said, this is if I wanted $1,000 from you, now I got it.
You could always wrap all your IDs and cards in tinfoil and shit.
Ah,
true.
That's a big pain, though. If you can have a wallet that does it for you, even though you're paying for it, it seems like an easy way to go. If it truly does protect you.
Mm-hmm.
And then if all else fails, you can always fold all that tinfoil together quick and make a hat.
Yeah.
Sorry, late fuse there.
But yeah, I want to. I also want to bring to attention. Let's see, phrase example. The fake card scanners and such. I'm trying to see if I can find a short. How to spot an ATM card scammer. So let's just watch this. This is scary.
An ATM card scammer.
So let me replay this from the beginning.
Especially at gas station.
It came off with a pop. An ATM card scammer and pinhole camera device falling into the hands of Roy Renna.
So that's nothing new, but
Well, that shit look just like parts that go on there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So if the ATM looks like it's bulkier than it should be.
Well, that's why everywhere I go, before I scan any cards, I go to Costco for the gas. I go, to the ATM. Yeah. I'm at the Quickie Mart. Even in front of the teller, I pinch and pull the the card skimmer area, where you skim the card. I pinch and pull it to see if it comes off.
Oh. That's not a bad idea.
No, I do it every time I go to gas, every time I go to the ATM, to the bank, even if there's a teller in front of me, and because it has to, tellers have been caught doing that. The employees of the actual 7-Eleven and stuff, they have been caught doing being those criminals. So you pinch and you pull or whatever it is that you do to see if it comes off or if it's loose in any way.
Yeah.
I
never thought of that.
Yeah. So that's exactly what right here.
It came off with a pop.
That's exactly what I do.
Card scammer and
I pinch and pull.
Yeah.
So
see that thing was big as shit too.
It was, but you wouldn't notice it.
Yeah.
You think that you would though?
Yeah, you would think so.
You think you would.
It came off with a pop.
So those parts,
ATM.
parts are custom made for those machines and shit. Then
it's not that much bigger though. If you take a look here,
it could be the angle of the camera. It looks like one side's bulkier than the other.
Maybe, but these are made to be flush, so they are bigger, but not noticeably unless you sit there and stare. Because if I took a picture here, and then took a picture here, can we see the size difference? At a glance, no.
Yeah.
So
it looks like you need to pinch and pull on both sides.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I do that. I do both sides, Or I don't do both hands. I just do pinch and pull on both sides.
So then what does the person have to do? Do they have to come back and retrieve that little thing right there to get all the information?
No, I think it's all wirelessly transmitted.
No shit.
No shit.
But like at the market, we don't have anything like that. It's just a little device with a screen on it, and you put your card in. You either swipe or you put your chip in. You know, it's totally different than that. You'd never be able to check.
I would bet 9 out of 10 outside
They come in all
ATMs
shapes
probably
and
got that
sizes.
shit on them.
They come in all shapes and sizes, but fake card skimmer. Like I'm trying to figure out what they're called here, but they come in all like right here. Like this is, it shows here. There's a whole face unit on top with keys and everything, the entire unit.
Wow.
You know, like it's.
So you gotta get like a specific make and model of the machine that you want to put that on, and then get the right piece.
Well, right here, right here, you can see the left. The left is a real one, and then the fake one is put on top of the real one, and you can see the size difference. But, you know,
they make it as close as possible.
But you would never really ever know unless you paid attention to it.
You don't know because
never notice it.
Like there's 1,000,001 types of these machines. They come in all styles. Like like right here. You know, here's one. It's flush. Here's a fake one. It comes out. Would you know?
Yeah.
You know?
No, of course not.
You know,
But that's why what I do.
Not unless you knew what to look for.
Make sure there's no activity that I'm not aware of.
But that's why I pinch and pull too. You know?
Yeah.
Like
they don't go, hey man, what the hell are you doing to the machine?
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Well,
why are you messing with my machine?
Well, you know, if they do, then now they know why. Here's another example. Like right here, boom, and in here you can see the add-on right here clearly when compared. But
when compared,
you know, would you know without the comparison? So be
Nah.
wary out there, everybody. You know,
You have nothing to compare it to, so nah.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, if you're broke and barely making ends meet, they don't have anything to steal. So that's the good side to being broke.
Well, see, they do have something
Be
to
for
steal.
practice.
No. Here's the thing. Now,
yeah, they can create accounts in your name and
well,
everything else.
there's that. They can also do crimes in your name.
Yeah.
You know, like they can
it's
do
not
identity
hopefully.
theft.
No, I get it.
Yeah, like all they need is one tidbit of information. All they need is one address, one photograph. You know, your phone number. Like
that brings up another thing that security breaks down and 40 million social security numbers got out. Oh, good. You know, that's all they need is that social security number.
Yeah.
And you're basically screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was like 200 million or something.
Yeah,
wasn't
whatever it was a crazy number.
It was like 3/4 of the population.
Right. Now, this is some more breaking news. Telegram CEO arrested. It's not what you think. There's this. It's recent as far as I've been made aware of. Like I just heard about it. Something involving this earlier today. So I'm going to add this in the underbar. I know nothing about it, so I'm not going to play it. So I'm just going to go ahead over that. But there is this Telegram thing happening, and Telegram I think is owned by Facebook.
I have no idea.
I don't remember. Or no, it's not. So masculinity here is saying everyone has an identity, but all of our social security number was stolen already. It was 2.7 billion. It was every SSN for the last 5 generations or more. Wonderful.
Ouch.
So all we can hope for is there's safety in numbers. They can't get everybody.
Right.
It's like,
Well, you better hope that you got one of those unique names.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like the killer whales out there waiting for all the seals to come in the water. Finally, they all go in. Safety in numbers. Some are going to go, but you're hoping you're not one of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the Zerg rush. That's what the Soviets did in World War II. You know, they just it's Brannigan's warfare. Just throw wave after wave of men until you victory. You know.
that's kind of what the Russians are doing to the Ukrainians. You know, think about it.
Yeah, and it's not working out too well this time, though.
Yeah, not really.
No.
Never said they were doing it well.
Yeah, that's for sure. You got a bowling ball and a golf ball. Who should crush who?
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty obvious, but for whatever reason, it's just not happening.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's almost. I mean, if they don't beat them, then the Iron Curtain might be made of saran wrap.
The biggest thing to come out of this is we've really learned how inept Russia really is militarily. They
Yeah.
really are inept.
I think
they always have the illusion around the world that they're one of the mightiest militaries in the world, really efficient, really good, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I think they've been pulling our tail, dude, ever since the space landing. You know?
Yeah.
To be honest. I mean, they probably do have some stuff, but I mean, like...
absolutely. Yeah, they have plenty of nuclear, trust me. They got tons of it.
Yeah.
And here's the
they
irony
went
of
hard
the
on
whole
that.
thing. The Ukraine and Russia, this goes way back, made a pact that Russia would protect them when they're still the Soviet Union, and they pulled all their
Yeah, their
what do you
nukes
call
out
it?
of there,
Their
didn't they?
nukes out of there, and they had all their nukes were gone. Now, if they had all those nukes, they would have never invaded them.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. Ukraine gave up their nukes in order for that
we'll
in that
protect
treaty.
you, not to worry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
you never do that, dude. You never make a treaty with the Soviets.
No.
Dude, like that's well. First off, why would you believe someone who's currently leaving you saying they're going to protect you? Stay here. Stay here. You know.
You never believe somebody who killed their way to power.
Oh, there you go. Perfect analogy.
You know what?
Yeah,
That's going in
you
quotes
can't.
right now. Is that a quote from somebody, or did you just make that up right now?
I just made that up, but I mean
right,
that's just
never
kind of rule of thumb, you know.
Anyone who killed their way to power.
Yeah, you can't trust them. You know, it's like trying to trust somebody who who's third in line to be king. You know what I mean? Like, there's obviously two people that may or may not fall victim.
True.
Oh, that
And
reminds
it's
me about
just
what's going on in
history has
Mexico
just
right
told
now.
us that, you know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, like, you know.
I mean, for all we know, Putin might be a nice guy, but I mean, like, everything I've seen of him was pretty radical, you know. I mean, didn't he once jump on top of a bear or some shit and then ride it? Or some shit. He just does some wild stuff.
You're not going to be a good guy getting to the top of the food chain in that country.
No.
You're just not going to be a good guy.
No, absolutely not. Toxic Masculinity is wondering why some of his messages aren't getting through. Well, maybe because your name is a flag for Google, you know? Yeah, like,
I don't know.
you're a censorship
That's a
target.
shame if they're not getting through.
Oh, it's happened to me before. Like, I've been in live chats and I type something in and it doesn't go through. And it just so happens to be something that was politically topical, a hot button no-no issue at the time.
Yeah.
You know? So, certain things straight up just doesn't go through. You know, like, we live in 1984. Like, hell, like, you know what? We live in a worse place in 1984. So, but here's a crazy story. Potentially lethal dose of meth found in candy donated to charity.
Whoa.
What?
And I told...
Oh, man.
Yeah. Now, like, this was, like, earlier this past week or so, or, like, last week.
That's wild.
It said something like 350 grams, I think, per candy or something. So it was a highly concentrated meth, and it was obviously like some kind of trafficking operation that went bad for the traffickers. Because somehow it got because it was transported trafficking because it's highly concentrated in candy to get it across the border.
Yeah.
But somebody screwed up and somehow it got into a donation, and then
Got
now
mixed up.
then they gave it out to kids. You know, it's candy.
Oh shit.
You know. So, like, authorities in New Zealand are warning the public after someone donated candy containing a potentially lethal dose of methamphetamine to a charity. Police on Tuesday in the city of Auckland said they received a report from the local charity Auckland City Mission regarding food items donated to them which have been found to contain, you know, this awful, crazy-ass drug. The Rinda pineapple flavored. Now, down there, hard candies are called lollies, and I guess that's where lollipops come from. It's a lolly, it's a pop. You know, but like, so basically, like little Jolly Ranchers, like, you know, you saw the picture of these little hard candy type things,
Right.
but they're called lollies down there. So the pineapple flavored lollies were found to contain meth and had been donated by an unknown member of the public to the organization for distribution, according to a press release. So somebody screwed up somewhere. Like,
Hope too much didn't get out to the.
They must have called the donations place and been like, hey, we accidentally dumped some off in there.
Yeah.
I wonder how they found out that it was in there.
why?
Well,
Maybe
first
somebody
kid to have
found
some,
it.
Or first person to have some, you're gonna know pretty damn quick, especially that kind of dose.
Yeah. So
It almost kind of sounds like it was an announcement though, like somebody alerted them that it was in there.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great if it was.
Maybe like a snitch or
Whoops.
something, you
Yeah.
know, like
Somebody, whoops, it went to
whoever
the wrong place.
got busted.
So druggies actually did the right thing. And called.
Well,
said,
they
"Don't put that
probably got busted. They probably got busted or somewhere along the line. Someone got arrested or some shit, you know, and then cooperated with the police, and then they kind of maybe traced it like that or something. I don't know.
now, according to my comment here, it says 350 doses of meth found in Australian hard candies. It wasn't Australian; it was New Zealand.
Yeah.
But so now I'm not sure if they discovered, like if 350 candies with meth, or if each candy, as I said, I think it was highly concentrated, for trafficking. Each candy has the equivalent of 350 doses. So you take one candy, your equivalent of 350 doses of meth in one hit.
So one piece of candy had it in it, huh?
Has highly concentrated equivalent of 350 doses in one hard candy, I believe. Maybe.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Shit.
And that's
or maybe
like
each
beyond
piece.
lethal levels, like I believe, like 350
But
doses of
wild.
Candy. The only thing it's saying is candies, plural.
Well, that's my comment. That's what I wrote.
I know. Oh,
So,
that's what you wrote.
no. This is Discord here. This is Discord.
Okay.
So, this is just my little notes of a topic to talk about.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
so like I'm not sure if they just. I remember the term 350 doses. So like I'm not sure if each candy was one dose and they found 350 and they're warning about others, or if each candy had 350 doses highly concentrated, and that would make more sense if you're smuggling drugs. You're going to concentrate. You're going to pack as much as you can.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
Put
I
as much
think,
as you can in there and
I
stretch
think it's
it.
the concentrated equivalent of 350 doses of methamphetamine in one hard candy per candy.
So it wasn't even candy at all.
It was candy.
Just,
Well,
just
on the outer
it was
shell.
it was candy
Just
cooked
the
into
outer shell.
candy.
Yeah, no, it was
so-
candy. But
Damn,
like,
so they got to get the
inside
candy and then get it back and then cook the drugs out of the candy.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Damn, they're going through some extensive shit over there. I suppose they live on an island though, huh?
Well,
Yeah, they do.
it's New Zealand. It is an island.
Yeah.
Yeah. So drugs are hard to get in there, I suppose. Yeah. That's wild shit there,
It is
man.
absolutely crazy.
Fuck, dude, they probably got all the fucking dope fiends in the whole damn town, dude. Fucking ransacking all that damn candy.
Yeah. Now this is a video.
Why are my kids doing so well in school?
I don't think they'd be doing well with that.
No.
Although with Adderall, Adderall, right? That's right.
I don't know which one you're
Is
talking
Adderall like the concentration drug? The one that's used by college
Yeah, that's
students?
like Ritalin. Yeah, like
Yeah.
an ADHD drug. Yeah, like
Okay.
Ritalin. Adderall's like the modern day thing that they kind of like pass out. I think nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Adderall.
It seems everybody seems to be on that shit for some reason. I don't know.
Adderall like increases concentration to an extreme level.
Well, I was being really sarcastic.
Oh, well, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, now I've spoken with you about this theory once or twice, but now that I finally found the video, like I want to show this to you, and this is crazy, absolutely crazy.
What are we looking at?
Conspiracy: Big Pharma killed Kobe Bryant.
What?
So,
All right.
So let's just just.
Heard the conspiracy that Big Pharma took out Kobe Bryant?
Whoa, no, I have not. That's crazy.
So he was in a legal battle with this company that was using the Black Mamba name to sell these energy supplements. Apparently, not only was he suing them because they were using the Black Mamba name,
Right.
but also because they were lacing these energy supplements with opioids.
Whoa,
It was like to get
Okay.
people more addicted to them
Yeah,
so that
yeah,
they keep
yeah.
on buying them.
that's crazy.
He was in a venture capitalist partnership with
Yeah.
someone named Jeff Steibel, and there's this weird conspiracy that he might be linked to it in some way because Jeff Steibel was invested in those 3 separate companies that Kobe Bryant was suing.
Wow.
And the thing is, his court date was 3 days before he died.
So they may have been like, look, he can't show up to that.
Something that really pushes this for me is the thought of, you haven't heard anything about this, right?
No.
But if Kobe Bryant went and testified, and he had been talking about
then
it,
we would have heard about
a
it.
lot.
So, and there's a lot more to this. This is just a clip of that whole event. It goes into like all the connections and all that whatnot. And as I always say, use us as a platform for your own education.
Well,
Don't, you know, like,
The one thing that's great.
Yo, that
he
shit-
was
that shit
involved with
make
a lot of venture
relative
capitalists,
sense.
That's for sure.
yeah,
He's involved in a lot
Yeah,
of things.
they probably did.
yeah. I mean, and plus, like, you know, like,
that's kind of shocking to even think of.
well, I
those
mean,
terms.
It's
like,
always what it looks like.
well, I mean, like, he goes on about, like, the helicopter pilot was this veteran pilot who had flown in those conditions continuously. He knew the area.
Yeah.
You know, there's no conceivable way outside of a freak accident would that helicopter go down. But just the series of events leading up to it, like, you know, they got rid of him. If it's true, you know, like, so.
Yeah, but that wasn't normal weather for that area. You can't plan weather.
No, you can't plan weather, but apparently that was normal weather for that area. I mean, it was along the coast. It gets
Well,
cloudy,
yeah,
it
I
gets
guess
foggy.
the marine layer for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think it gets like that. It was really.
It wasn't. I don't know. I don't think it was. I think the news was just like boistering the weather conditions a bit, just to make the story seem a little bit more concrete. I don't know. Like, you know how I am with conspiracies.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just weird that this is he was, you know, like against something using his name laced with opioids, and then 3 days after he was supposed to appear in court, he's gone.
3 days before.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
you know, like, just
Yeah.
truth is stranger
I
than
mean,
fiction, audience.
you're talking billionaires and shit here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so yeah. And
so
if you're invested in 3 companies, dude, that's a lot. That's like livelihood there.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So now here's something really worrisome, and like, it's crafty thieves steal Rolls Royce using a wire antenna. Now, now here's the thing. Everybody thinks they're so, you know, slick with their fobs, you know, and everything. Well, here's the thing. We're about to watch this guy use just a plain old thing of wire to boost the signal from the fob inside the house to allow the unlocking and the ignition of a Rolls Royce. For whatever reason, it's in a driveway. But yeah, let's watch this here really quick.
It's got to be more than just wires. With that
It's just a
backpack.
wire.
It's got to be maybe battery packs involved with it.
Oh, maybe battery boost, yeah, but still, like, you
Yeah.
know,
Look at this.
like, he's just out there with a wire and everything.
Yeah. It's going into that backpack.
And there's a guy in there. There, see,
Oh man.
they broke into it, and then they're using the fob to start it.
Wow.
And then they're driving a Rolls Royce.
Yeah. Wow.
So, you know, all you rich people out there think you're hot shit with your fancy little fobs and everything. You know, you're
The hell
you're not
neighborhood is
above-
that they got Rolls Royces living in houses like that? The shit parked next to it is the VW.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that looks like it must be overseas somewhere.
Could be.
Yeah, it looks like somewhere foreign. That's why.
Well, you can
Rolls
have a
is
house like
outside
that and
like
be on the
that.
Pacific Ocean, and you can definitely afford a car like that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like that's the
Yeah.
case there.
You would never see no Rolls Royce outside of the U.S.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about this. So we have from Fortune, the stranded Boeing Starliner astronauts plan to hitch a ride home with SpaceX, but their spacesuits aren't compatible with Elon Musk's spacecraft. So, like, I spoke about this last show, actually. These astronauts went up, I believe, to the ISS or something, on a Boeing-made spacecraft, and we all know about Boeing. You know, all their DEI, all of the whistleblowers, you know, being Hillaried, you know, and all that jazz.
Scary.
And, of course, you know, their craft malfunctions. They can't come back to the Earth on that craft.
Right.
There's something happened. I don't think it can disconnect. But
Yes, yeah, you're right.
so they're trapped up there until SpaceX can come up there. But now because of their suits are incompatible with SpaceX. Now they're just trapped up there. They're still up there. They've been up there for a couple weeks now. Supplies are running low.
They said
Like-
those for like 2025 or something now, huh?
Yeah, for whatever reason, it seems like it's going to be a long time. You're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
scary shit, man.
Yeah, you know, we like I said this before a couple of years ago, and I'll say it again. This is a different situation. We might be on the verge of seeing the first recorded death in space. You know,
Ooh.
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna end up going stir crazy up there.
Well, they probably already are, but I'm saying like there's only so much oxygen. You know, there's oxygen scrubbers. You know, but there's only so much you can do. You know, like food, water, air. You know, I just covered oxygen, but like, you know.
Oh, and they can't get them no more food or nothing, huh?
No.
I don't think so.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you
There's
know.
a reason they can't get up there for a while. And if it's 25, that looks like 4 or 5 months. You
See-
know, or 3 months, whatever it is.
If they can get up there to get them food, they can get up there to get them back. So why would
Right.
they get up there to get them food?
True.
You know?
What do you think? Like the SpaceX would be able to dock to them or something and drop supplies off to them or some shit like that, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I don't like. You know, that's wild to think that the spacesuits are incompatible. Like, why does
That's
that matter?
that's
You know?
this shit is that's
I know.
that's the most bizarre shit I've ever heard of.
I know, right?
What
Like,
was the movie where
You're on your way home, dude. You're not trying to be up there.
Yeah.
and all the parts are incompatible when they have that blowout?
Oh,
Yeah.
Apollo 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to fit all these squares into round holes.
No.
There you go. There's the government.
That's
at its
weird.
worst.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that's crazy. It's like hold your breath and hitch a ride, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, no, that's not government at its worst. That's just
This is private. This is different.
yeah. Hold on a second. Apollo 13 fits.
That's
That was
the most
covered in
ridiculous shit I've ever
Yeah.
heard of. Is
Yeah.
spacesuits aren't compatible. Did you see the shit they said that what's his name changed his boots on the moon the first time they landed on that shit?
No. He actually the boots, they had attachments on the bottom, and that's why Neil Armstrong's the sole of his boots looks different than the footprint on the moon because they had an attachment on the bottom.
Ah.
So, but I'm trying to find specifically. Oh yeah, okay. So here, this is what the loon is talking about.
Listen up. People upstairs handed us this one, and we gotta come through. We gotta find a way to make this fit into the hole for this. Using nothing but that. Let's get it organized.
Okay, let's build a filter.
Better get some coffee going too, someone.
The project to all go in one place,
Yeah,
and no one bothered to think about uniformity.
yeah, yep. Now, before we get into the news section, which we're just about to our first hour here, there's a couple things that I want to show. Now, these were actually just things I was planning on putting in the meme review show. You know, the title's still pending, but I just want to go over these as a couple examples. Now, this is more for talk show actually, but this is scary about AI and deepfakes and all that stuff. So let me look at this. So we have Trump with a gun, you know, walking around.
Yeah, that's scary.
Obviously, this is all fake.
Yeah.
You know, but how long if it already hasn't been happening until, you know, random Joe Schmoes in their garage make videos like this, you know, that are, you know, obviously, you know, a year or two from now will be vastly more convincing and damn near indistinguishable from reality. And then they can start making, like, celebrity sex videos. They can start making blackmail videos. They can start, you know, putting, you know, like, innocent people away. Like, what's stopping the government from doing this to people they deem as threats?
Sure.
You know?
Right. What kind of program are they using to make that type of shit?
I don't know. It's just some AI, like, thing. We have here Obama with a knife, you know?
Oh, I bet you somebody types it in on the AI generated thing, like
The
where you tell the AI to create you a video
yeah.
or whatever.
Oh, yeah. But,
Yep.
I mean, you know, and these are just entry-level technologies. You know, obviously this is probably something that you pay into, but if you had, like, a couple, you know, $1,000 to dump into something, you could probably buy something, you know, really good right now and make something. The only thing that makes this
Oh, hell yeah.
The only thing that makes this unbelievable is the blur in some other aspects, like this fire right there. You know, that was wonderful that it came up. I love how they gave Zuckerberg a lizard to carry.
That's funny, right? Even so, though, on video camera when they record it, it looks all blurry anyway, right? So like if that was through the lens of like a surveillance camera and they were trying to catch you, it would be hard to tell.
Yeah, exactly. With something as stereotypical bad quality as CCTV, you don't even need to make something very high quality to be convincing. And I also love how they put Biden in a wheelchair. That was great.
But how society down the road, how society going to function when you no longer can find out what's true and what's not?
And this is why I say
what's a lie and what's truth. We'll have no.
It's already hard to now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 10 years from now, it'll be indistinguishable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary shit. I want to say that they said that about AI too. Like they warned them and shit. Like they're like it could be the greatest or worst thing that's ever happened to us.
But see, this is why I say like the world. I don't want to say the world will end, but if the world is to end, the most likely case scenario will not be a war or a nuclear holocaust, although that might happen. But the most likely case scenario is AI mistrust. The entire world will collapse as a global society because politically we would not be able to trust one another, and the entire world will fall into just city-states mistrusting of each other globally. And there will be no trade, no economy, no sharing, no anything.
That's what we say. How does
AI manipulation.
You know?
I don't see how it can.
It can't. And here we go. Like another video that I would like to play actually. Let's see here if I can find it. Ride in AI. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So, let me just play this.
Are you having fun playing with the new AI toys?
Well, yeah, I am. You can make pictures of cute anime girls and...
Enjoy it while it lasts, right?
What do you mean?
Did you really think that civilians would be granted unrestricted access to such powerful military weapons forever?
Military weapons? Are you implying that this technology was created by the government?
Of course it was. This AI technology has been used by the intelligence agencies to warp the public's perception of reality for years. All in the name of national security, of course.
But why would they suddenly make the tech public and let everyone start using it?
Why would we indeed, Raiden?
What? What in the hell are you?
Your question is irrelevant. By creating a new problem, we can cultivate a desired reaction to it in order to manufacture consent for our preferred solutions. In short, it's justification for a war.
A war? On who or what?
A war on misinformation. By arming the public with these AI weapons, everyone becomes a potential enemy combatant. Then we will have justification for unprecedented security measures. It all comes down to confusion and identity, Raiden.
Identity?
Identity. This AI technology is Pandora's box. Pretty soon the internet will be mired in total illusion. Perfect AI speech, audio, and video synthesis will drown out reality. Then AI bots will flood social media. No one will be able to tell the difference between interacting with an AI machine or a real human online.
We're already here.
Even
I would say so.
Calls will become totally untrustworthy. That is when we will present our solution.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Musk has been warning us about AI for a year, and he was in a think tank about AI, and he dropped out for what they were talking about and wouldn't recognize the dangers.
And what is Musk still in the process of doing?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the guy's a hypocrite.
Mandatory digital identity verification for all humans at all times. The only way to ensure that you're dealing with a real flesh and blood human being and not an AI-generated mirage.
But why?
Force you into a
Total
digital age.
Information control. For too long, the internet has acted as a double-edged sword. Its potential for anonymous user activity allows anyone at all to spread any thoughts, ideas, or information patterns that they please with impunity.
They could use AI to potentially force
ideas,
everybody into digital currency.
Conspiracy theories, misinformation, and disinformation. Until now, there has been no easy solution to this problem.
I'll guarantee it. That's what it's going to be too. Watch.
Will finally put an end to anonymity online. It will allow us to trace misinformation and other dangerous communications to its source and exact appropriate justice.
That's crap! I won't go along with it, and others will resist.
You won't have a choice, Raiden. Do you think your bank is willing to risk doing business with an artificial human instead of a real one? Our digital identity platform will be required not only to access web services, but to pay for your internet connection in the first place.
There's
You
the
can't
mark
just
right
censor
there,
the
dude.
entire
That's
internet
the mark
because of a
right
new
there, sir.
software technology. Who are you to define what's misinformation anyways?
That sounds like something a misinformation terrorist would say.
I know about the deep
Who?
fakes
A
you've been making of me,
misinformation
Raiden.
terrorist?
What?
Yeah, so more or less that's, you know, like it goes on a little bit longer, but you know that's the gist.
Dude, that makes perfect sense.
Currency is the beginning of the end. I mean, yeah, that's the first step to
I
total
would-
control.
I would say that's 100% fact. AI is definitely probably what they consider the mark of the beast,
Yeah.
and it will be the way that they force us all into digital currency too.
Now there's this other video, speaking of AI and all that stuff, and I'm not sure if I've shown this. I'm pretty sure I've shown this on you know, other shows and everything. But I just want to play the first couple minutes of this. But this is terrifying. So let's watch this.
Customer pilots directed almost 3,000 precision strikes last year. We're super proud of it. It allows you to separate the bad guys from the good. It's a big deal. But we have something much bigger. Your kids probably have one of these, right? Not quite. Hell of a pilot? No. That skill is all AI. It's flying itself. Its processor can react 100 times faster than a human. The stochastic motion is an anti-sniper feature. Just like any mobile device these days, it has cameras and sensors, and just like your phones and social media apps, it does facial recognition. Inside here is 3 grams of shaped explosive. This is how it works. Did you see that? That little bang is enough to penetrate the skull and destroy the contents. They used to say guns don't kill people. People do. Well, people don't. They get emotional, disobey orders, aim high. Let's watch the weapons make the decision.
Forgot my mic was muted, so I'm skipping ahead a little bit, just to because this section here showcases, you know, people dying fictitiously, of course, but you know, and this is on YouTube, as you can see. But you know, I'm just going to play this section.
They can penetrate buildings, cars, trains, evade people, bullets, pretty much any countermeasure. They cannot be stopped. Now, I said this was big. Why? Because we are thinking big. Watch. A $25 million order now buys this. Enough to kill half a city. The bad half. Nuclear is obsolete. Take out your entire enemy, virtually risk-free. Just characterize him, release the swarm, and rest easy. These smart weapons consume data. When you can find your enemy using data, even by a hashtag, you can target an evil ideology right where it starts.
Evil according to Google. Now watch this.
Misinformation according to
Now, just watch this. So.
This short film is more than just speculation. It shows the results of integrating and miniaturizing technologies that we already have. I'm Stuart Russell, a professor of computer science at Berkeley. I've worked in AI for more than 30.
So yeah, he goes on about himself and all that stuff. But yeah, no. So this does not happen in the real world yet.
Yeah, right.
But as he said, it's already here. All we gotta do is make it. And with a couple $100, you know, you can easily, you know, go buy, you know, a drone from, you know, one of those little drones, you know, from a convenience store, buy some like explosives, get some AI, type in who you don't like, and they're gone. It's that easy. Anybody.
Well, I don't know if it's that available today.
Well, yes.
What you're saying.
Oh, where there's a will, there's a way.
And again, I'm a dinosaur, so I don't know.
Do you even know what the dark web is?
I do know of it. I don't know what it is, really.
Yeah. So, but no, like, you know, so like, you know, we're sitting here talking about like, you know, digital ID and all that stuff, and like, you know, facial recognition and, you know, all this stuff, you know, that's been going on worldwide. Thank you, China, you know. But now, not only do they have the means of finding us, tracking us at all times, now there's a way to take us out.
Yeah.
You know, and we can't hide. You know.
Yeah.
And they you know, it's sleepless, tireless. You can run, but you can't hide.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Scary deal.
Yes, very scary. So, so there's that. Let's see this other example. Now this is an example of one of the videos I was talking about. You know, for the the meme review show, and this is really smart. Look at the way he's wrapping it up. Tug, tug, tug. Hung up. Done.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
That's no.
Yeah.
See? But you put a loop there, then you wrap it up. Yeah.
I've done that in a way, not tying it down, but
Yeah.
I have looped it around to hold it. Yeah.
Now, this next one, we can completely avoid it because you mentioned, you know, killer whales and whatnot.
Yeah.
And this is rather sad. It's about the world's loneliest orca. And I know this really bothers you, but I just want to raise awareness. This time lapse of a video was taken. This is their last surviving captive orca for whatever this aquarium is. That's a tank it's in. It's just sitting there.
Yeah.
He's been in this tiny concrete tank since 1992.
Oh, man.
He hasn't seen another orca since his last tank mate died in 2000. Yeah. Orcas are social animals and suffer when not living with members of their family or species. What are we doing?
Oh, I know.
Free Kashamink. Kashamink, whatever its name is. This is, I mean, you know, the dolphins get a big... What the hell? The dolphins get a bigger pool just because there's a couple more of them? That's bullshit.
Well, even the dolphins in there, you know.
Well, the dolphins are suffering too, yeah, but like, but look at this side. That's about the size of our pool in our backyard.
Yeah.
And there's an orca in it. Are you kidding me? You know, so just awful stuff. And here, before we get in the news, let me just play this here really quick.
You good? You good? My wife wants me to cut grass, and I don't want to do it. Can I hide in your house for a little bit?
You want to hide from your wife? Are you being serious right now?
Absolutely.
There's beers in the fridge too if you want something.
Thank you, thank you.
Hi, David.
What do you have?
He's hiding from his wife.
Oh.
I haven't. No.
Cops is looking for you.
What?
Cops.
Cops are looking for him.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'll let you know if I see him. I haven't seen him. Hey, officer, can I help you?
Hey, how you doing, bud?
What's up? What's going on?
I need to talk to your neighbor, Leo. The neighbor said he was over at your house. Who told you that?
I'm just confused. What's going on? You know, is he in trouble?
I'm just trying to give this man his wallet back. He left it at the grocery store.
Wait, what?
He came running over here and he was like, hey, can you hide me from my wife? She wants me to cut the grass. I thought I had a felon in my house. So I don't want to rat him out, you know what I'm saying? How you doing, sir?
Yes, sir.
You just left your wallet at the grocery store.
Come out, man. You're good.
Oh, my God. I was coming up closer to you. You kept running away from me. Did you do something? No.
I got a new bottle of Macallan. You want to tell me some stories?
Yes.
You gonna tell your wife?
Yeah, right. Come on.
Well, basically, so like, he comes up, he's like, oh, my wife wants me to cut the grass.
Yeah.
Can I hide? So he's trying to pass off as he's, you know, the stereotypical husband hiding from wife, you know, trouble and all that stuff. But then the police are involved. The police are trying to find him. And he had made up the story about his wife wanting to cut the grass, so this guy will let him hide. You know,
What's with the wallet, though? The guy coming up with the wallet.
He left the old guy running from his wife and later running from the cop. The cop was chasing him because he left his wallet at the market.
Okay.
He was trying to give him his wallet back. You know?
Okay.
It was a whole weird thing.
now.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to try to spitball through this. So, in the news section here, German woman poses as empress of made-up kingdom to mingle with Italian socialites. So, we have a fake elitist in our midst.
Sounds about right.
Here. That's look at the way she's dressed.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
We have Sweden's.
I was just going to say, and a stunning look can always get you a long ways.
Yeah. Now this is something I actually would like to try. Sweden's banana top pizza puts Hawaiian pizza to shame. I mean, I like Hawaiian pizza, I like pineapple on pizza, and anyone who doesn't like pineapple on pizza, you're nothing more than an NPC who obeys what the internet common mentality dictates. Pineapple on pizza is ambrosia. You cannot change my mind. So
Banana would be interesting.
I would like to try this. You know, this looks weird,
Yeah.
but I give it a shot. And banana with ham, maybe. You know, that seems like an interesting combination. Like
First off, hot banana. That's kinda
yeah. It's oh, it looks like there's pineapple on there too. Oh, now I definitely gotta try pineapple and banana.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because banana has zero moisture.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But the pineapple would help. That gives it the moisture,
Yeah. So I'd like to try it. What about you, Hollywood? If you're still here, would you try a banana pizza? I'm gonna see if any of our Oh yeah. So.
I don't know about that, man. That's a banana pizza.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd try it, but
warm banana would probably be mushy and.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Apparently,
hot banana doesn't excite me. See.
Yeah. Matt TM here says he hates it when they put cherries on his stuff, let alone banana. Well, you know what? I have something really bad to show you. Kiwi pizza.
Oh no.
So, this actually exists. Kiwi pizza. Oops, wrong button. Here we go.
Oh wow.
And strawberry. Oh, what? Oh, what is this?
Fruit pizza.
We have kiwi strawberry pizza with what appears to be tiny chocolate peanut butter cups.
Well, that's a whole different deal.
That's
a dessert.
Strawberry kiwi fruit pizza. But there is legit, this is an actual pizza.
Just don't give me anchovies on pizza.
Yeah.
Oh man, it takes over the whole thing.
But I try kiwi pizza too.
A lot of
honestly.
people love anchovies, but not me.
Yeah, well, the Zoidberg's race loves anchovies. So.
What else you got?
Let's see here. Let's go all the way to the front here. So we got our pizza here. China's swinging bridge game puts your balance and coordination to the test.
Oh.
So it's some game show and it's a swinging bridge.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh my God. I love how these guys over here are just bouncing, spectating. They're just part of the show. That is wild.
The red guy's losing it.
He's
doing really well, but he's almost gone.
Are you sure about that though?
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, and now he's getting. Now he's hot dogging. Look at that.
Yeah. He wasn't losing. He was playing.
He was just sticking around. Well, that's interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
So, we also have Japanese artist recreates iconic pop culture characters using only flowers and leaves, and that's one of our. We have the banana pizza here. We have. This is one of her topiaries here. It's Mario.
Yeah.
We will be talking about the Batcroc in a little bit here. But yeah, so here's the Mario one. She has a Princess Peach, Bowser, a hummingbird with an actual flower. So it wasn't much work to do that with a flower. Butterfly. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Using the sex organs of plants to make art. Ooh, look, that's some kind of beetle or something.
I might eat real quick. I'll be back.
All right.
Yeah. Take it easy.
Yeah. We also have Chinese university's quote-unquote invincible admission letter is sharp enough to cut melons and mince meat. So this is just like an envelope or something. But apparently you can use it to... Oh, here's a video of them using it. So she's washing it off. It's like made of metal or something. She's using it to... So she just used it to crush some nuts. She's using it as a spatula now. But like she used it to cut meats. Here's a picture of it cutting a watermelon.
Jeez.
So and that's an acceptance letter into some school. So what is this, Ninja High or something? Like, you know, everything's a weapon, including my acceptance letter. Beheading.
People do
You
stuff
know?
with credit cards to cut stuff,
Yeah.
but that's something else.
Yeah, that's wild.
It's huge. The acceptance letter is big.
Yeah. The Human Anthill, Russia's infamous largest residential building, and all I gotta do is show this picture.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Look at that. Boy, do I want to live in there. Doesn't that just say I'm home?
Especially,
Holy cow.
like, look at this. On the interior, you get a great view of your neighbor and the parking lot.
You just,
That's one continuous building.
yeah.
And I think, like, all these other offshoots are, like, connected too, but obviously this is the
It
main
may be,
structure.
but if they are or they aren't, doesn't matter. That's just god awful.
Yeah.
That inside's just horrible.
That's, yeah.
I feel like you're in jail.
Yeah. Well, it is Russia.
Yeah.
Now, this really pisses me off. Man sentenced to 3 months of prison time for catching his wife cheating. What?
Whoa.
Okay.
What, kill her?
Well, yeah, that would actually make sense. But, you know, let's see how this plays out. I think, though, that this is another example of the warfare against men. A Taiwan court of law sentenced a man to 3 months in prison for invading his adulterous wife's privacy by installing hidden cameras around their home. Okay. So...
And that put him in jail?
Well, you know, they might have some law. Well, California has a state law. You can't record anybody, video or audio or otherwise, without their knowledge and consent.
Yeah.
So maybe they have something like that. So that's how a cheating, you know, female can, you know, get her man thrown in jail. Wow. So, well, I hope nobody ever sleeps with her again. You know, I hope people find out about her and she's just ostracized. You know. He should not. Well,
and what do you think the odds of that are of happening? Just about zero.
Yeah, I can still hope.
Hope's eternal.
Now, Audio Central here says Batmobile-inspired Crocs actually look badass. I disagree. All Crocs look crap. I don't care what you slap on it. You know, you're not... The Batman, you know, isn't making Crocs cooler. You're just making Batman worse. You know, Crocs are just crap. And anyone who wears these, you know, yeah.
Look at that from the back, though. You're right, they're ugly, but that's kind of cool from the back right there.
Oh my god! But
just because it looks like a Batmobile.
The attachments for Crocs, though, like you see all these little holes.
I see my feet walking along, I just laugh like hell.
Yeah, but you see all these little holes and everything, obviously for ventilation and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what a Croc is.
But like you see here, this bat symbol, that's plugged into one of these holes. There's an entire industry of Croc attachments.
You're kidding.
You can bedazzle your footwear.
Of course you can.
Yeah. So Croc attachments. I saw something on Tyler Zed, you know, where somebody made it look like into something. But look, you know, you have snow attachments. Like there's spikes. You know, there's a middle finger thing here. Spoilers. There's Croc gloves for whatever reason. The lights, functioning lights, which actually that's pretty intelligent though. They got truck nuts on Crocs. Why? You know, like this is just a living. Look at this. Look at all that candy.
Yeah.
That is just. But this might actually be kind of useful.
No.
Like.
No, that is not useful.
I mean, this kind of reminds me of the baby mop.
First off, what the hell are you doing out there in a Croc in the snow?
Well, you know,
your feet are gonna freeze.
But as I said, this kind of that picture reminds me of the baby mop. Buy this for your kid, and just while it's crawling around, it cleans your floor. No, that's the selling point.
I get it. That's why I'm laughing. Look at that.
So, and see,
yeah, have your kid, you know, breathing dust. Great.
Well, he's crawling around anyway. Might as well put him to work.
How about cleaning the floor, then put him down?
Well, then that defeats the purpose now, doesn't it?
Of course it does.
More from Audio Central here, but first I got to restart my music. Oh, it is going. Okay. Controversial bully cat breed sparks outrage among animal lovers. So, like, you know, this is ugly as sin.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like, you know, things like pugs, you know, and a lot of, you know, animal species, they really got to go. You know, we got to stop meddling with animals. Like, you want a dog, fine, But if anybody out there like unironically enjoys pugs, well, I hope you realize that animal is literally suffering. Like, now, once again, I want to emphasize, I do not like dogs.
Yeah.
But when I'm coming to bat for dogs, this is serious. Pugs are suffering. They can't breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, just humans, stop being so damn inhuman. Woman claims daughter became pregnant by wearing underwear purchased online. I can see how this could work, kind of. I don't know the lifespan of, male goo. Yeah, well, I'm trying to avoid, words that will get me knocked off of YouTube.
That's the scientific word of it.
Well, it doesn't matter. Their YouTube is ran by children. But yeah, like it says here, a Chinese company recently published a series of texts between its customer service and a woman who claimed her daughter had become pregnant after wearing underwear bought from the company. So this wasn't a third party. I was thinking she bought it from like Etsy or whatever, and somebody had left their mark on it. And she didn't.
It's really hard to believe. Why would you let a kid put anything on that may be soiled? Wouldn't you just go wash it? And I'm not saying for whatever it be. If you just saw something, in a new pair of undies.
Well, we don't know how old this daughter is.
Well, that's not my point. My point is, why would anybody put an older daughter, an older woman, a kid, whatever it is, don't let them put something on that's soiled, that's brand new.
But what if they want to?
Just don't.
Yeah, I know, but freedom.
Yeah. Just say no.
Well, as disgusting as this is about to sound,
it sounds like BS to me. Sorry.
Well, like, before we continue on with the story, I want to let you know. Now, about the huge vending machine industry in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a vending machine, not just one, but they're dotted across. There's vending machines where you can buy used, unwashed panties.
Yeah. Jeez. Me.
In a vending machine.
Yeah.
And so you're talking about there's an industry for unwashed clothes specifically.
This is something you bought new clothes from a company.
Yes, that's
That's a different.
But
deal.
you're saying you'd think people would wash. No, there's an entire industry of buying specifically unwashed.
Yeah, but that's
clothes.
a way different deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The unnamed company made the allegations made by an alleged customer public as a warning that such stunts could put entrepreneurs out of business. Oh, so now they're trying to come after her. They're not investigating the actual incident. They're just trying to badmouth her.
You
Typical
want to
China.
give us the undies.
So.
And of course, it's going to be way too late. They'd definitely be washed because it takes a while to realize you're pregnant. But it just sounds real weird.
Yeah. Man builds 54-level house of cards in 8 hours. That's pretty cool.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Literally a house of cards.
And Guinness World Record. Oh, is this David Rush? Please. Oh, Brian Berg. Oh, who cares? You can curb the Berg. I don't know.
You know his name?
No, but it's not David Rush. I don't care. Hey,
Rushy.
Yeah. I've unintentionally become a fan of a record, follower or guy, whatever. Sign war between North Carolina eateries spreads to dozens of businesses. So it says here, a sassy exchange of words on the signs outside of two North Carolina restaurants has now become a full-blown sign war with dozens of businesses chiming in. The tongue-in-cheek tussle began when Leone's Grill and Bar in Morehead City left a message reading, "Happy Birthday, Jeff," on its marquee for nearly a month. Neighboring eatery Dank Burrito fired off the opening salvo by making its sign read, "Loannie's quit being lazy, change your sign." Loannie's owner, Sam Turnage, fired back, changing the sign to, "Dank, we are not lazy, just busier than you." So they're having a marquee war, and now the entire... So, wow, Twitter is coming to the real life. Oh, my God. This is legitimately like YouTube beef, but on marquees. This is hilarious. Let's see here. What does this say? Dank, we are not lazy, just busier than you. So yeah. So what is this? This is 2 minutes long here.
Dank Burrito owner.
So this is just going to go into the whole thing.
We already got it.
Yeah. That's cool though. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
Connecticut woman's tattoos, body modifications break world records. I don't know why you'd want to break a world record looking like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, but hey, cool.
How do you determine what the world record is?
Well, by counting all the tattoos, you know, and all the piercings and all
yeah,
the...
but they're so intertwined. How do you distinguish an individual tattoo from a blend?
I don't know, maybe...
I mean, it's over your whole body for sure, you know.
Well...
Maybe they're distinguishable.
Well, she, to see here, she's 36. Furiosa has more has 40 more body modifications than the previous record holder, Maria Jose Cristernia, who set the record with 49 body mods in 2012. So we have 89 now. So 89 body modifications. So, you know, it's not just the number of tattoos, it's the number of piercings, and not just piercings. But let's see, can I open? Yeah, I can. Open image, a new tab. If you can see here, it's not just piercings and tattoos, it's body modifications. She put stuff in her cheeks, she split her tongue, she has a forked tongue, and she put all those, like, you see all these things up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are under her skin.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and she has them here on her arms too, you know, so, like, I hope David Rush doesn't go after that record though, you know, that's something you can't come back from. Now this one is hilarious, and there's actually, I'm going to go on about a historical event that happened that, you know, this reminds me of. 3 bison escaped from a Connecticut farm, 4 bison return. Dun 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 dun. What? You know? Like,
They brought them in when they went into the fold.
Yeah, but like, did they make a friend? You know, or did they have a child? Like, you know... Like,
was one of the bisons a cute bisonette? You know, did she attract a guy?
You know,
bison? Who knows?
Is one from a different dimension?
I'll follow you anywhere.
Like,
yeah.
But I forgot what country, but it was like one of the smaller European nations. But I remember there's this thing where like this one country, it sent out, I'm gonna say like 160 people, you know, to go fight in a war, and then 161 came back. They made a friend. So, you know, none of them died, but, you know, they made a friend. So it's like, hey, we're back from the war. Oh, this is Bill, you know? Like, whatever. But yeah, so four leave and 3 come back. 3 leave and 4 come back. So that's, where did it come from? You know? Oh, a newborn baby bison. So there we go. So that answers the question.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They said the returning bovines were accompanied by a newborn baby bison.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Hey, they had a child. That explains it. Okay. Massachusetts store has sold nearly 1 million. Has sold 1 million lottery tickets since March.
Wow.
That's a little weird. That, you know, I was telling you the lottery is all fixed, and you know, this is starting to make it look like it. You know, $3 million, you know, tickets in 1 year. That's something.
Smart.
Something screwy. Something is very screwy. So, let's see, what do we have here? Truck spills load of beer into Mississippi Road, and I looked ahead of this and I saw all these blue boxes, and I'm like, what are those? Those look familiar. So I'm going to open up this link in a new tab and zoom in on it. Oh, it's Bud Light. It's not a spillage of beer. It's a spillage of piss water. You know?
Poor Bud Light.
Yeah.
I don't think although they're still on the shelves.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's buying it or not anymore.
Well,
has it come back or it hasn't?
Well, when nothing's coming off, there's no room for more to come back on. So
well, I don't think they got top of the food chain for the because they used to be the biggest light beer. I doubt if they regained that, but I'm sure some people are buying it.
As of now, as far as I'm concerned, anyone caught drinking Bud Light should be deported to North Korea, and I am not joking. So
that's a bit harsh.
No, that's not harsh enough. I would rather them not be on this planet, but you know, send them to North Korea. You know, if they really like that type of government, let them go live in one.
Well, that wasn't the government. That was a stupid beer company thinking it was going to be great.
It's all woke. It's all woke politics. Yeah. You know. Anyway, Nationwide shares most unusual pet insurance claims this year. So Nationwide, you know, apparently is on your side. Yeah. You know. Well, let's see if they have a. Okay. The Hambone Award, named in honor of a dog who ate an entire holiday ham while stuck in a refrigerator, aims to shed light on the everyday and sometimes bizarre incidents that can befall our beloved pets. So it's, you know.
How do you get stuck in a refrigerator is what I want to know.
I don't know.
not going to refrigerate.
So this year's finalists include Archie, a New Jersey dog who injured his paws when he broke through a vintage plate glass door while trying to alert his family of the mail carrier's arrival. A bear, Pennsylvania corgi who bit into a bottle of nail adhesive and effectively glued his mouth shut.
Oh,
okay. A New Jersey parrot named Clover also made the list after a growth spurt caused toenails on her feet to hook together.
Ooh.
Oh, that's scary.
Ooh.
Wow.
It gives me chills.
That's scary. A Florida dog named Irma suffered from gastrointestinal issues that turned out to have been the result of eating metal wire pieces believed to be from a barbecue brush, and a Virginia dog named Gordon swallowed 2 large rocks from her owner's garden. You know, keep an eye on your pets always. They're just stupid little animals, you know. Rounding out the finalists is Lambu, a North Carolina dog who ate more than 250 jigsaw puzzle pieces. So,
I wonder if it's a 300-piece puzzle.
Well, I don't know. But it's named after Hambone, or the Hambone event. But yeah. Screen matched Indiana Jones fedora sells for $630,000. Wow. Can you believe it?
Screen match. What does that
mean? To match what was on the screen. So it's not of that
not
movie.
the original.
No, but it's a screen matched. It's an exact replica.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
It's not the real deal.
No.
So how does it... I don't know.
You know, if you have the money...
If you did it once, why can't you do it 10 times? So then it's worth way less.
Well, that's probably what they're planning on doing. But, you know, you're not going to do that first. You're going to cash out and then make another one, cash out again, make another one, cash out again. But you want to know something really wild? Even if we won the $500 million jackpot of that lottery, we wouldn't be able to afford this. A hat. A fucking hat.
Why wouldn't you be able to afford it?
600... Oh, never mind.
That's chump change.
Oh, I'm adding zeros.
630 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
For whatever reason, wires got crossed, and I added zeros where there weren't. Okay, well, never mind. But anyway, and here, speaking of lottery, man wins lottery jackpot one day after buying house. Wow, some people just have all the luck. Wow. He's allowed to get a job. He's allowed to have a house. He's allowed to have a life, and he wins the lottery. This is crap.
Well, wait a second.
So,
everything else he earned, and that just happened to be lucky.
Well, you know,
2 way different things.
Put him in California, he wouldn't be able to buy a house.
Well,
he wouldn't be able to get a job.
Didn't say he bought a house with this. He now has additional money.
No, what I'm saying is this is after he bought his house.
Yeah.
I'm saying, wow, it must be nice to have a house. It must be nice to be allowed to live the American dream, you know? And then on top of that, then you win the lottery. You know, this is beyond luck. You know, this is just unfair.
Buying a house is luck. That's hard work.
Well, it is hard work when you're allowed to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
no.
I'm unlucky to live in California where I'm not allowed to get a job, get a house. You know, all that opportunity is not out here. You know, that's what I'm saying. Some people have all the luck. He's lucky enough to be in that environment to even get that stuff, and then he wins the lottery. You know, crap. Anyway, that shall pretty much be it. Like, you know, do you have anything, like, you know, to wrap up any of these articles, anything we've talked about, you know? Like,
no, not really. I mean, there's some kind of neat little stuff in there. But, again, Total Recall gets hard from time to time. It's a fun show, though.
Yeah.
And the one highlight of the day we didn't talk about, or the week, was today.
Oh.
The chalk art we saw.
Oh, yeah. We
at the library.
Yeah, we went down
to little kids, little scribbles, to super professional art.
Yeah.
All of the above. It was fun.
Yeah, our city out here has an annual chalk thing, and they have all the kids come in and they give them, like, you know, chalk, and there's a bunch of, you know, sidewalk pavement, like all sorts of patio area, and there's just, you know, pardon me, there's art everywhere. You know, you can tell, like, you know, the 2-year-olds, you can tell the 5-year-olds, but there's some really good ones.
Oh, they're professionals.
You know? Well, no.
Professional artists. I don't know about chalk artists, but they're professional artists.
Well, I would say...
It's not natural. That's an upper echelon.
Well, Dad, you'd be surprised what some 12-year-olds can draw.
Well, I'm not saying they aren't. They're artists. If they're 12 years old and doing that, they're artists.
But yeah, that shall be it. Until you catch us next week, or if you want to watch any of our other shows, you know, all that stuff, you know, check out the underbar of the description and all that, you know, rigmarole and everything. But for all of you and all of us, I'm A.O. Xander.
Golden Loon.
And you, viewer, are you. As I said, until you catch us next time, whenever that is, wherever that is, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles! Alright, so there you go. In the stream here.